Jill Zito, fresh off. So 2 down, and now the shortstop, Jill Zito. Doing a good job of driving in some runs of late, more than an RBI per game over the last 10. Line, and that's a base knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Is kudzu driving you crazy? Are creeping figs driving you to creeping madness? Are you stuck in the weeds? Then you need to call Hack&Slash Landscaping today. Not in time, an infield knock to start the inning. That's doing the job right there. Whenever you lead off an inning, you're focused on getting on base and setting up your teammates to drive you in. And a base hit right there. Throw to the plate. Safe, and they take the lead. Mission accomplished there as she picks up the RBI to give them the lead. Smoke that through the infield for a base hit. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Line drive for a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. We're back here at the ballpark. On to the next inning. Stepping to the plate next for Richmond, Sabine Sabalas. Ground ball to third base. Fires over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Zito getting ready to hit. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. That one ripped, but foul.
Way to rip it, kid.
Hard hit for a base hit. The tying run is aboard. And she's put together quite a game at the plate. Put a great swing on that ball and tattooed it to the tune of 111 miles per hour of exit velocity. Zito to second. There's one. Double play. That is outstanding defense. That play looked smooth and simple, but it's anything but. Credit to them for an outstanding double play. Huge spot here. Bottom of the 9th, down to their last out. Zito, 4 for 4 with 4 singles so far. And the pitch. Line drive. And there's a hit. Runner around third. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single. And now they trail by 1. You love to see concentration like that. Big spot, high crowd energy, and she maintains focus and delivers with a great swing.
Runner.
Huge effort at the dish. I hope she savors this. Jill Zito currently on it. So 2 down, and now at the plate, Jill Zito, looking to stay hot. Had 5 hits in last night's game. Out to short. Play made, that ends the inning. First frame of the night. Stepping in, Andrew Cachel. On the ground. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. 2 away and a runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jill Zito. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see if that momentum carries over to this one. Lifted in the air, right field. It's pretty deep, and that's the end of the inning. So up next, Rainer Arias. Here's the 2-2. Double play ball to second. There's one. Got it. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Nobody on with 1 out. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Jill Zito.
Oh. No ball. 1 strike.
Line drive. That's a base knock. The tying run is aboard. Is the military trying to make you house their troops? Give them no quarter. Call the law offices of Benson, Looper, and James, Third Amendment specialists, for a free consultation. Here's a grounder up the middle. That one finds its way through. We're back here at the ballpark. So bottom of the ninth. Stepping to the plate for Akron, Jill Zito. And that's a fair ball. Two outs, runner on first base. Here's the center fielder, Rainer Arias. Up the middle. And that squirts through. Lead runners around second, and now runners on the corners with two away. And that hit gets him off the schneid as he was hitless coming into that AB. That's the fundamental ideal of what to do with that pitch, but easier said than done in a live at bat. Stayed right on that breaking ball down and away and knocked it to the opposite field.
Hey, keep it going. Need you right now.
That's towards center. Arias should have this one. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. She was a difference maker for them in this one. Digging in for the Rubber Ducks, Jill Zito. On fire at the dish lately. 7 hits so far in the series. Base hit. Lead runner hits second and heads for third. Here comes the throw. Throw pulls him off the bag, and she's safe. 2 outs and a runner at first. Next up for the Rubber Ducks, Jill Zito.
The shortstop, Jill Zito.
In the air to center. Makes the catch. Coming up now to the dish for Richmond, Jonah Cox. Out to short. There with plenty of time. Inning over. Continues to... Nobody on and 2 outs. Jill Zito, the next to hit. 1 for 2. In the air, right field. High bounce sends this one over the fence. That's an automatic double. If you want your soda with a little extra crunch, reach for a cold can of Big Kale. A refreshing way to wash down a hot dog at the ballpark. This one to right. And no one can get to it. A foul ball. Almost extra bases, but just couldn't quite keep it fair. Lined, and that's a base hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. We go to the 9th, and now the first baseman, Reggie Crawford. On the ground to the left. The tying run is aboard.
Now batting.
Coming up to the dish for Akron, Zito did well in the losing effort. 3 hits in the ballgame. So 2 down. Next to hit, Jill Zito. 3 hits in the loss last night. Line drive to right. That is the inning. Today's action is brought to you by Hack and Slash Landscaping, offering Ultra Grass, the grass they don't want you to have. Swing, ground ball out to short. Whips it to first on the run. Throw off line, he's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Great job reaching first base on that infield single. He really had to put the pedal to the metal to reach safely. He adds a really nice dimension to this offense. Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one. And they easily get the out at first. It's a double play. One out and two on. Digging in for the Flying Squirrels, Jimmy Glowinski. Here comes the 2-2. On the ground to short, could be two. Not in time, he's safe.
Yeah, he's in there.
Jill Zito digs in now. Strong start to the season, putting up some impressive slugging numbers so far. Ground ball
Nope,
right
that's
side,
foul.
and that's just foul. One run in the inning so far. Bottom half of the fifth. Ripped into the outfield. Base hit and a run comes in. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. So digging in,
Now batting,
Andrew Kachel.
Third baseman, Andrew Kachel.
And that's a base hit. Coming to the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline and the run scores. It's 7-5 now.
Leading up for the
Ready
rubber
to go
duck,
for the last half of the inning.
shortstop,
And the batter will be the
Jill
shortstop, Jill
Zito.
Zito. That one hammered center field. Way back there. And it's out of here. Not how you want to enter the game as a reliever. He left that one in a location that was too juicy for a hitter like this to pass up. Now he has to rebound and get right mentally for the next hitter he'll face. Hit weakly on the ground. Whips it to first in time. And there's one down. One down. Base is empty here in the ninth. Zito, she's already homered in this ball game. Should be extra bases here. She turns and heads for second. It's a double, three-hit ball game. And she's clearly locked in after. Zito made big contributions in the loss. Jill Zito was made for this. So two down. Jill Zito will hit next. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Good stuff right out of the gate, and he's already featuring his good fastball in this one. Foul ball there. (0-2) rocks and fires. Gets a piece, stays alive. And the lefty. Base hit into right center. One out and two on. Now it's the shortstop, Jill Zito. 3 hits in the loss last night. This out to center. Pulls it down. Runner tags from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Nice team-first approach on that sacrifice fly. Good attitude for any minor leaguer to emulate. And now the center fielder, Jonah Cox. Ground ball, left side, could be 2. Flips it, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. It's the large lad Burgers big inning. If 3 or more runs score at the bottom of the 6th, your ticket can be exchanged for a free absolute unit burger tomorrow at Large Lad Burgers. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Tang, the tall righty, 260 pounds, and he was born in Taiwan. Late swing fouled it off. (0-2) and the delivery. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This to third. Tosses to first. One out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. 2 outs with runners at the corners. And now the shortstop, Christian Koss. Up the middle. The underhand flip, and they get the out. Nicely done. Jill Zito now at the plate, 1 for 2. Oh, nice play. And beats it. Safe. And that makes it another multi-hit game for her. She's had some really good ABs lately. And your final. So 2 down. Jill Zito getting ready to hit. Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. 15 hits over the last. This one swung on, hit very well. Way back there. Out of here. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. There's one. Over to first, safe. 2 outs, bases empty. Zito, already a solo homer in this one. That one fouled off. Zito, just 21 years old, and she's knocked in double-digit runs in her last 10 games. Line drive, that's a base hit. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. Stepping to the plate next for Richmond, Zach Morgan. Rolled to short, could be 2. Feed to second for 1. On to first, but it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Zito digs in now. She's already gone yard in this game.
Zito.
On the ground to third, Kachel. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Not much going on. Bases empty, 1 away. Next to hit, Jimmy Glowinski. On the ground, out to short. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Zito, the next to hit. Already a homer for her in this one. Swing and a rocket. Way back there. Snags it on the warning track. Runner tags and will move up to third. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. It's offline and the run scores. The wind definitely played a role there. Off the bat, I thought that one was gone for sure. 1 out and the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. To first, maybe a 2-ball. 1 at second. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely. So up next, Jill Zito. She's already homered in this ballgame. And that one fouled off. 1 down. Base is empty here in the 9th. Fouled off down the right side. Oh, 0-2 now. Fly ball out to left field. And there are 2 down. The way she's swinging the bat in this one, that pitcher is lucky she didn't send that one to the Jill Zito getting ready to hit. Really strong hitting performance recently. 15 straight games with a knock. Red hot at the plate. Out to short. And that squirts through. Runner holds up at second, 2 aboard now. And she keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Rolled over on that one a bit, but still managed to put enough behind it that it scooted through the infield for a base hit. This one to right. It's pretty deep. Handles this one no problem, and that'll end the inning. So 2 on and 2 out. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Jill Zito. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. 1 run's in. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Relay, throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends. Here's the center fielder, Jace Bowen.
Number 10, Jace Bowen.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. Zito. Off balance throw in time. It doesn't come. Base is empty with 2 out, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jill Zito. That one hooked foul. 0-1 now. To third, Glenn. There with plenty of time, inning over. 3 up. This broadcast is sponsored by Hack and Slash Landscaping, cutting your lawn down to size for more than 30 years. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Digging in for the Rubber Ducks, Jill Zito. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball.
Didn't do a
1
good
strike.
enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing. Fly ball very deep to right field. It's back there. That one is out of here. Flexes the power with that swing. A solo shot, and they add to their lead. It's 8-1. Zito digs in now. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. That's a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. I know I was preaching an up-the-middle approach, but that ball was hit right on the screws, and that leads to a lot of base knocks, no matter which direction you send it. Hard hit for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. On the ground to the left, Zito. Fires it into second. Out, and they escape a base. Would you like to learn to make music and work through your personal issues? Then call the fine folks at Thad's Theremin Therapy and book a complimentary trial session today. Late swing, fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Line, and that's a base knock. Around second now, going for third. Throw cut off to second. And she reaches the 50-hit mark. A nice milestone for her, and a nice reminder to her team and to scouts that she's a formidable offensive contributor.
Zito.
And that one fouled off. Ripped into the outfield. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. They're back here at the
Leading
ballpark.
off
All set
for
for the
the
bottom of
curve,
the 8th.
the center
Stepping to the
fielder,
plate for
Jace.
Altoona, Jace Bowen.
Bowen.
And that's ripped to left. That's a base hit. Go-ahead run into scoring position, stopping at second on the play. That's not exactly a textbook decision to swing there, but he made it work. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. Zito put together. Jill Zito comes into this one. So 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jill Zito coming off a good one. 4 for 4 yesterday. On the ground. And that's just foul. We're coming right up against it with the way this rain is coming down. And if there's a lengthy delay, chances are it'll force pitching changes, which would lead to some early exits on the mound. There in plenty of time ends the inning. End of a half inning. Man on at first, and now the shortstop, Alika Williams. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. There's one.
He's out.
Throw to first, but not in time. Now it's the shortstop, Jill Zito. A big
Now
game
batting,
last night.
shortstop,
4 hits in that one.
Jill Zito.
Ripped into center for a base hit. Coming around third. Here comes the throw. Boots it.
No, save.
Two outs, bases empty. Zito,
Jill
1 for 2.
Zito.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Ford, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019. This one is labeled. That's
Go,
back.
Go, go.
To the warning track, makes the catch. 2 away here, nobody on. Next up for the Rubber Ducks, Jill Zito. Out to short. Slings to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Zito, the next to hit. This one in the air to right. Makes the catch, and that's that. Not much to speak about, but always good to get a team win. Jill Zito, one of the most electric. Jill Zito will hit next. Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over the last 10. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. And she keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it. Just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base. And they put the tag on him for the out. 1 hit. 1 out and the base is empty. Zito, 1 for 1 with a single so far. And there's a fly ball deep to right. It one-hops off the wall. Could be trouble. She turns and heads for second. In at second with a 1-out double. She's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Zito now at the plate.
Hey, drive him in. Nobody better right now.
Line drive, that's a base knock. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single. It's 3-zip. Base is empty, 1
Now
away.
batting,
Tamar
second
Johnson
baseman,
getting ready to hit.
Johnson.
On the ground, out to short, Zito. Gets it to first, and there's 2 down. And the next batter, Jill Zito. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double, and a run comes in to score. If you're looking for a new scent that makes you think of the ballpark, turn to Sudsy Susie's Body Wash. New options include fresh cut grass, pine tar, and hot dog water. This one is labeled. It's got a chance. Just missed a home run. Almost got the inning started with a bang on that fastball. I'm sure she would have liked to put that over the wall. We're back here at the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the second base, and that's a fair ball. Here comes the throw. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position. And you can bet he feels really good about that one. Great bat control there. Slapped it down the third base line and kept it fair. That's clean hitting. This next at-bat looms very large. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Next up, Joel Mendez. Hit weakly on the ground. Zito. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. There you go. Winning run is aboard. Zito was outstanding in this one, helping them get the win. 4 hits. Jill Zito comes into this one. Jill Zito, the next to hit, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game.
Hey, keep going up there, clutch up.
That one smashed to left field. Base hit, run in to score. One out and 2 on. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jill Zito. Singled and drove in a run the first time through. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Here's the third baseman, Alika Williams. On the ground, 2 ball. Lopez, tossed to second. On to first, double play.
Now batting, the
With
second
attractive
baseman,
interest
Red
rates
Ball.
and friendly staff, Mid-South Electronic Credit Union is the bank you can trust. Ask for Spencer. Zito, 1 for 2, had an RBI knock back in the first. The 0-1. Lined into left center, should be extra bases. Around first and heading for second. Safe at second with a leadoff double. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Grounded to third, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. So digging in, Jill Zito. Grounder to the left side, and that's just foul. Right through there for a strike. The Rubber Ducks up big in this game, and we're in the top of the 8th. Grounds this one up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores. Here's the throw, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down. Picks herself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't exactly square it up, but that's a good approach paying off. Jill Zito with a So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for Akron, Jill Zito. Nice grab. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Termar Johnson.
2-2-2.
Ground ball could be 2. The flip, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Welcome back to Altoona, top of the 4th inning. Zito, just 21 years old, and she's been crossing the plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs in the last 10 games. Foul ball there. Oh and 1, here's the pitch. And a base hit right there. Makes the turn, heads for second base. The throw in. She's in there. Nobody on and 2 outs. Zito digs in now. 1 for 2.
Zito.
And that one fouled off. So close on that one. She's got to stay back a little longer. Good contact, though. There with plenty of time. Inning over. So another good inning. 1 down. And next, the cleanup hitter, Giovanni Planchart. Grounds this one to short. Zito. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Digging in for the Rubber Ducks, Jill Zito. 1 for 3.
Now batting, shortstop, Jill Zito.
Grounds this to the left side, and it's through for a hit. The tying run is aboard. And that makes it another multi-hit game for. Kind of an average performance in the losing effort. Jill Zito with a Zito, the next to hit. Tearing it up at the plate recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in the last 5. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Zito, just 21 years old, and she's knocked in double-digit runs in her last 10 games. That breaking ball certainly looked meaty coming in, just couldn't keep the weight back long enough. Ground ball left side, and that's a foul ball. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Lead runners around second. Throw into third. Not in time, he's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. That's a double. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jill Zito. Cracked a double the first time at bat. Late on that fastball. The pitcher blew that by her at the plate, and I'm sure he's smiling after that. If the hitter's laying low, though, it could get interesting later in the AB. In the air to left, it's carrying. Makes the grab, 2 down. Bases loaded with 1 away. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, TJ Rumfield. On the ground, 2 ball. Can't glove it cleanly. Runner from third in to score. And they lead by 3. We'll see how well the field holds up with the way the rain is coming down. Drainage is a problem with some playing surfaces in the minors, but so far, this field is still playable. Something that bears watching, though. Tosses to first, and the leadoff batter retired in their half of the fifth. Nobody on with one out. Christopher Familia will hit next. Grounds it to short. To first, and they get the out. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Next up, Jill Zito, 1 for 3. Foul ball there. Deep breath for the pitcher. This is a pretty big jam. Gotta stay composed and execute. And the tying run at second. To third, might be 2. There's 1. And a run scores on the double play. They may have scored 1 there, but with the bases loaded and nobody out, you have to find a way to get multiple runs in the inning. That double play is a real blow to their momentum. Grounder to short, into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Coming up to the dish for Akron, Jill Zito.
Hey, keep it going up there. Your turn, your turn.
Swinging a high fly ball, sailing towards left center field, pretty deep. It bangs off the wall. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate, and the Rubber Ducks walk this one off. They win it 6-5. 6-5. Jill Zito delivered some walk-off. So 2 down. And here's the catcher, Jesus Rodriguez. On the ground. Zito. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. End of a half inning of play. And now the shortstop, Jill Zito. Collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game. Freeling, 24 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2022. This one is labeled. That's down, 1 hops off the wall. Headed for the plate. Relay, throw home. Runner scores, and they have the lead. 1-0. Well, they strike first as she gets the job done to bring home the run. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and rip. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Safe at first. Runner at first, nobody out. Zito doubled home a run the first time at bat.
Clutch up, drive him in right now. Here we go, bud.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. She's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle.
Zito.
Out in front and foul to the left side. The 0-1. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. Now it's the shortstop, Jill Zito. First and third, nobody out. Wonder if a double steal could be on here.
Hey, clutch up, your turn right here.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Quick feed to second for 1. That is a terrific double play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Digging in for the Patriots, Omar Martinez. Stops it on a slide. The feed for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. Great game at the plate, and she's certainly made it. Jill Zito getting locked in. Josh Tiedemann digs in now. Nobody out and a runner at first. Ground ball to short. Zito. The throw to first. They get the out on the safe play, but I think they could have tried for two. Zito getting ready to hit. One run batted in yesterday, and that was their only run of the game. Zito playing up the middle at short, just 21 years old, and she was drafted in the 7th round in 2024. On the ground to third, Tiedemann sends it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the end. Runner at first. Now the third baseman, Josh Tiedemann. 2-1 now. On the ground, left side, 6. 4. 3. It's a double play, and that does it for the inning. One hit. Jill Zito, the next to hit, drove in their only run in last night's game. Hit hard on a line. And there are 2 down. Back to the top of the order here. Here's the second baseman, Roderick Arias. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice. For more than a century, Mutual Consolidated Cow Insurance has been protecting herds across the country. Find out what they can do for you today. Swing and a high fly to left. 1 away. Almost got the inning started with a bang on that fastball. I'm sure she would have liked to put that over the wall. Grounder up the middle, Zito. Throw to first in time. That stops the bleeding. 2 away and a runner at first. Jill Zito now at the plate. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat. Hitless so far, and the hitting streak is in real jeopardy. The 0-1 from the lefty. There's a strike. Hard ground ball, that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Jacob Kozar. Gotta be a frustrating day. The team lost. Jill Zito, one of the most... Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jill Zito. Really strong hitting performance recently. 10 hits in the last 5 games. Fly ball down the line. Martin on the move towards the line. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Batting fourth.
Next up for the Patriots, Chase Avina. And now the 1-2. Hit slowly on the ground. Zito. Over to second for 1. To first, safe. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
The batter number 2.
Runner at second here and 1 away.
Hey! No ball, 1 strike.
Up the middle. Arias slings to first. 2 down. One out. Runners at first and second. Grounder might be 2. 1 at second. And it's a double play to end the inning. And now, Jill Zito. On the ground to third, Tiedemann. In plenty of time to first.
Now batting.
1 gone, runner at first. And now the shortstop, Jill Zito. And this is most likely the last chance to keep the hitting streak alive. Now a fly ball to right center. racing over to make the catch.
The right fielder, number 30, Jonathan Rodriguez.
Tough sledding for her in this one. This is the kind of game you want. Jill Zito getting locked in. And here we go. Stepping to the plate for Somerset, Roderick Arias. Out to short. Zito. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Man at first with one gone. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jill Zito. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across one run. Double play ball to second. Oh, great stop. The throw to second. On to first. Double play. And that's the inning. If you're looking to bring more good vibrations into your life, then call Thad's Theremin Therapy. They've got just the right lack of touch to help you. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. That was a really difficult play to make. He made a nice backhand stop, but took a little too long with the exchange, and that cost them a chance at the out. They'll have to clean that up going forward. On the ground to short, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. Over to first, but not in time.
Now batting.
Man on at first, Jill Zito will hit next. 1 for 2. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty, strike 2.
0-2.
Ripped to third. There with plenty of time, inning over. One hit, one left. We're back here at the ballpark, ready to get the 8th inning going. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, Chase Avina. This one's hammered to left center, well struck. And that's a base hit. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position. That's not exactly a textbook decision to swing there, but he made it work. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it. Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2. He's really attacking the zone, so the hitter has to get more aggressive. However, he could counter with something that breaks out of the zone to draw a swing. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. Chase Avina getting ready to hit. 0-1, here's the pitch. Out to short, Zito. Throw to first in time. They miss a... And now at the plate, Jill Zito. A laser into the outfield. Ball game. She's capable of giving them more than she did today. Nothing too bad. Jill Zito, one of the most... So 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Jill Zito. On fire at the dish lately. 7 hits so far in the series. Line drive, that's a base knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting
And she
fourth.
keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone. Hit on the ground. Might be two. On to first. Two down as the runner comes in. Zito getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Hey, big moment. We need you. Here we go.
A laser into the outfield. And that ends the inning. So 2 on and 2 out. Coming up to the dish now for Somerset, number 13. On the ground.
Two.
That's a base hit. Run scores. Picks himself up an RBI. Rolled over on that one a
Leading
bit,
up
but
for the
still
Rubber
managed to
Ducks,
put enough
the
behind it
shortstop,
that it scooted through the
Gil.
infield for a base hit.
Bingo.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Zito, just 21 years old. She's been absolutely electric over the last 10 games, hitting better than 400. On the ground to third. Gets it to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. 2 outs with runners at the corners. Next up for the Rubber Ducks, Jill Zito. Swing, high fly down the right field line. That ends the inning and limits the damage. Just a so-so performance at the plate, so she'll want